Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. What's up? How's everything? Today we are gonna do empties. As you can see, the box is almost overflowing, so I was like, I do need to make an empties video as soon as possible. It's currently almost 5 p.m. I should be making dinner right now, but instead I thought I should just start filming this video, and I will probably stop in between to make dinner. Let's see how far I get. As always, I tend to talk way too much, so I'm gonna try to finish them as soon as I can. Alright, so I'm just gonna take whatever is here, and it doesn't matter the order. First product, the one that I finished recently. This is the Clinic Zero Foam Cleanser by Banila Co. Now, if you know me, I have used multiple tubs of the Banila Co Clinic Zero Cleansing Balm. It used to be one of my favorite. I still think it's a great product. So with that thought, I was like, let's try the cleanser. So this is a wipe gel cream, transforms into rich and moisturizing foam, cleans and refreshes skin for all skin types, formulated to provide a special benefit of deep cleansing and hydration. Now the key is hydration, and I say that because this was very stripping to my face. Every time I used it, I felt like my face was stripped completely out of its natural oils. It felt very tight and dry, so basically I couldn't really use this on my face. I ended up using it on my face just a few times, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore. It's not worth it. It's quite a bit of product, so I need to find a different way to use it or give it to somebody or something. So at the end, I decided to use it as a body cleanser basically, and that goes to say that if you have products that might not be working for your face, you can use them for your body. The skin on your body does tolerate a little bit more than the skin of your face, or give it to somebody. It doesn't have to go completely to waste. But I gotta say, this was too stripping even for the skin on my body, but I ended up using it as a body cleanser and I finished it, and with that I will never repurchase this one again. If you have oily skin, this might be a great cleanser for you. For me, it didn't work. And also it was a little bit textured. I don't know why. It felt a little bit exfoliating at the same time. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Actually, another cleanser that I quite like. This is the Holifrog Superior Omega Nutritive Gel Wash. I got this one on sale. I wanted to try this brand for a very long time. I had heard great things about it. Also, the packaging is really nice. Once I saw it was on sale, I was like, it's the perfect chance for me to try it. I ended up being very positively surprised by this product because it really is a product that has no smell, no fragrance. I do like to have a tiny bit of fragrance in some of my skincare products just because it makes them more pleasurable to use. Thought I was not gonna like this product. I have actually talked about this before, but I ended up really liking it. It's like super simple and really nice cleanser. It is simple, but it actually cleansed my face and it did not strip it from its natural oils. Towards the end, I gotta say I kind of got a little bit bored, but overall it was a really nice cleanser. Would I repurchase it? Maybe, if it's on sale, because this is a quite expensive product for it being a cleanser. Maybe I will try some of the other types of cleansers that they have. They have a few variations, probably only if it's on sale, because it's just a cleanser. I mean, you're gonna wash it away. It's not gonna really stay on your face. You're not gonna really see the benefits. Okay, my hands are sticky. I just need to wash my hands real quick. Let's continue. I have a body yogurt. This is the Body Shop British Rose body yogurt, and this is probably, let me use some on my hands, some leftovers. There's really nothing left. By the way, I apologize for the lighting. It's not the perfect condition. It's like too light outside and then dark on this side. Sorry about that. You know me, my lighting and sound is never perfect, so I don't know when that will change. Anyways, so this is my second or third tub of this. I repurchased this one for one reason only, because it smells so good. To be honest, I don't really love this formula. I don't feel like it sits on top of my skin, and once I wash my hands, it completely goes away. It's not super hydrating. Even though I have repurchased it in the past, I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it again just because of the smell of it, you know? I'm kind of over it. The smell is nice. I'd rather have the smell in a spray or something instead of just keep buying a product that doesn't really work for me. That's all I have to say. Honestly, I'm not crazy about the Body Shop. In my opinion, they don't have that amazing products, and I heard somewhere that it used to be an MLM. them. There's that. I don't really have any Body Shop products that I truly love. I think they're fine. They are heavily scented and the scent can be really nice, but after some time I find myself getting over the scent and not wanting to use the product anymore. And I feel the same thing about Lush. I kind of get over the scent of their products very fast. Anyways, moving on. I have a hair mask. This is a Garnier Fructis Banana Hair Food Nourishing Hair Treatment. Speaking of products that I get over the scent midway of finishing the product, I used to really like the way how this product smells. This is a drugstore hair mask. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's fine. It nourishes the hair, I guess, and I don't think you should spend too much money on hair masks. I did really like it in the beginning, but I got over the scent of it very fast. Then at the end I was like, I just want to finish it. I don't really like it anymore. Did it hydrate and moisturize my hair? Yes, it did. I mean, it's a hair mask. It was fine. It wasn't like, wow, I need to have this product for the rest of my life. So speaking of hair products, this is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Super Moisture Conditioner. This is 16 fluid ounces, 473 mils. The first product that I tried from this series was the Don't Despair Repair Hair Mask, which I really like. And I wasn't really crazy about the scent. It's not too overwhelming like some of the drugstore products. So that's why, even though I wasn't like too crazy about the scent, I could still use it. It actually kind of grew on me. I don't love it, but it's fine for me. And I really like this series, and I will continue using it. I actually have a huge, I think it's 1 liter or something, conditioner from Briogeo. I don't think it's the exactly same series. I do believe it's like the Farewell Frizz series, but anyways, I do really love this brand. They have really nice hair products, and I would buy it again. Next product, I have a moisturizer. So this is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Moisture Cream with 10 types of hyaluronic acid. This is a repurchase. They have upgraded the packaging. It used to look a little bit different. I have bought this one and used this one before. It's one of my favorite moisturizers for the winter. It's a little bit thicker, that's why I love it for the nighttime and for the winter. This is always my go-to. I love it. I will definitely repurchase it again. Next, a product that I hated on the other side. This is the INKEY Oat Cleansing Balm. Listen, I have the Retinol from this brand, which I really like. It's also in my Empties. This is my second tube of this that I have used. I really like it. It has a very thin consistency. It's not a liquid. It's between a serum and a toner. It's lightweight. It doesn't smell great, but you know, Retinol doesn't usually smell great. This product I really like. Will repurchase in the future probably. This one on the other hand, I actually bought this one in a set which included the Retinol, this cleansing balm, which is actually a mini size, or not a mini size, but I have seen bigger sizes of this one. This 50 mils, 1.7 fluid ounces, and a caffeine eye cream, which I really liked. Anyways, I hated this. I have cut the top just so that I can get through all of the product, but I still wanted to show you, so that's why I didn't throw it. I did not like this one at all for multiple reasons. First of all, the consistency, the biggest reason why I hated this product. It has no consistency in the consistency. Sometimes this would come out as a liquid, almost like a cleansing oil. Sometimes it would come out as a very thick paste. Sometimes it would come out as both of them. It was not consistent at all. I hated the way it felt on my skin and my hands. It was so difficult to use it. It was not a nice experience. But secondly, this did not work for me. Like, this is not a good cleansing balm, but I do believe that this is a popular product. I mean, the price is pretty nice, I understand that, but this did not work for me. It did not remove my makeup. I had to use a lot of this product and still I felt like there was makeup left. It didn't really melt everything down, and it was also a little bit aggressive on my skin because of the consistency. Overall, I hated it. I would never repurchase this one again. I personally would not recommend this product. It was bad at its job and it felt awful on my skin. There's literally no reason for me to ever buy this one again. But if you have it and you love it, good for you. Continue using it. Okay, moving on. I have some big products here. That's why they took a lot of space. The next product that I have here is the StylPro Makeup Brush Cleanser. I have done a video about this. Basically, you're supposed to use this one with a StylPro electric brush cleaner set. You put this one in a bowl and you spin your brush that's supposed to clean it. Actually, it has been a little bit of a long time since I used it. It works for brushes that you have used with cream products, and honestly, those are the most difficult, and it's nice for that reason. It did not work at all in my experience for brushes that you have used with powder products like eyeshadows and powder blushes and whatever. So it did not work for absolutely everything, which I find it a little bit weird, but it has probably something to do with the base of it. This is an oil-based product, I believe, because it did feel very oily on the touch, supposedly to hydrate your brushes after the use so it doesn't leave them dry. But honestly, I did not like that because I personally did not feel very safe to use my brushes on my face after that. This might be totally no reason for me to feel that way, but this has this sign right here, which means basically that this is a hazardous material for the health. It says danger may be fatal if swallowed and enters airways. That's all it says, but in general, I don't feel comfortable using a product in my everyday life with this warning sign on the label. It might be completely safe. I mean, I'm not gonna swallow it or inhale it, although this was odorless, but it doesn't mean that it is dangerless safe just because it doesn't smell anything. I mean, most of organic compounds, as somebody with chemical background, they do not smell, but they are still very dangerous. Anyways, I did not feel safe using it while I clean my brushes, but also I did not like the oily consistency that they left on my brush, and that would go on my face. I don't know what to say. This might be totally safe to use, but I personally did not feel safe repurchasing it. I mean, I went through it because I bought it and I wanted to try it, and yes, it was effective in some ways, but I do prefer to use my Cinema Secret ones, although that one, the smell of it is quite intense, but it is also super effective for cream products, oil-based products. That being said, do your own research. I don't know what to say. I don't personally feel safe recommending this, but yeah, do your own research, as with everything. Moving on, this is the Biotherm Spray Sunscreen Ultra Fresh Face Mist. So yeah, this is one of those sprays that are nice to use on top of your makeup because it's just a spray. To be honest, I don't love it. I kind of recently did a first impression on another spray sunscreen from Garnier, I believe it was. I like this one more than the other one, but nevertheless, I don't like it because, first of all, it is super intense. The smell of the product itself was pretty intense, and I don't like it. It would be too overwhelming while I use it and after I used it. It's nice to have something to reapply throughout the day, especially if you are out for many hours and you have makeup, you don't want to ruin your makeup. Honestly, it's okay. I don't love it. I have tried to find an easy to reapply sunscreen over the makeup that is amazing and makes me want to use it, and I will keep repurchasing it, but I haven't found yet. And if you have recommendations, please let me know. I would love to have something to reapply my sunscreen throughout the day. It's very important. I have become so much more obsessed with sunscreen and making sure that I do apply my sunscreen multiple times and a really good amount of it. This is nice, but for the amount you actually need to apply to have the coverage that you need, for the protection that you need, it definitely deposits a lot of product. It does not look nice on the face. So I usually would have to go on top of it with a powder puff just to kind of press it in a little bit so that it doesn't look crazy on my face. And that's obviously, it's not the best because the powder puff will absorb a little bit of that product. So I don't think this is a perfect solution for applying your sunscreen. Let me know if you have a better recommendation or if you have tried powder sunscreens. I would love to know. Would I repurchase? I mean, maybe. It's better than the one that I'm currently using, but I don't know. I'm trying to find a better solution. Next, I have an eye makeup remover. This is a simple dual effect eye makeup remover. Honestly, surprisingly, I had a hard time finding eye makeup remover that really worked for me, and fortunately this was one of them. It was a nice eye makeup remover. To be honest, I don't use eye makeup removers that much anymore. I used to use an eye makeup remover before I went in with my cleansing balm because I found that it made my eye makeup removal much easier, especially with waterproof mascara. I haven't used it that much anymore, but this one's a good one. I do recommend this one. I have a shampoo. This is a Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind Matcha and Apple Replenishing Superfood Shampoo. To be honest, I didn't really like this one. I didn't like the scent of it, but also the way it felt on my hair and my scalp. I wasn't my favorite. I have tried the same serious kind of thing, the banana one, and currently having the mango and something else one. I like both of them very much. This one, not my favorite, so I will not be repurchasing this one, but the banana and the mango one, I really like them. That's all I have to say, but overall it's an okay shampoo. I do like the Briogeo shampoos. I have a dry shampoo. This is the Lash No Drought dry shampoo. It has a nice, pleasant citrusy scent. It has a lot of product inside. To be fair, it's not completely empty. I have it in a different packaging, or some of it, not all of it, about maybe this much or something, because this packaging was very difficult. It's like a shampoo thing and I found it very difficult to use, so instead I put it on my Briogeo powder dry shampoo packaging after I finished it, and it's much easier because you just press it and it kind of sprays it on your hair. Anyways, I didn't love this dry shampoo. I mean, it was fine. The scent of it is not too overpowering like it usually happens with like the spray shampoos, you know, but overall it was fine. I don't think I would repurchase it personally. I do prefer the Briogeo powder one instead of this one. This is also one of the things that I have not found a perfect one for me. I have yet to find a dry shampoo that actually works, that actually makes my hair, I want my hair to feel like second day hair for me to say that the dry shampoo works. I currently have the living proof one. I did say that I will not buy spray dry shampoos again because you go through them so fast and they didn't really work for me, and they also have a very overpowering strong scent. But after hearing so many people say that the living proof one actually cleans your hair, I was like, okay, let me try it. If this is the holy grail dry shampoo product for me, then I will keep buying it even though it's super expensive. But I have to say, after the few times that I've used it, I can't say this is the perfect dry shampoo for me either. I might be using it wrong. I don't know how many ways there are to use a dry shampoo, but I don't know. If you know of a dry shampoo that actually makes your hair feel like second day hair, then please let me know. I would love to have a dry shampoo that actually works for me. Until then, I can't say that I have found my perfect dry shampoo. The Briogeo powder one, I think it does an okay job, and it is a powder. It will first of all last you longer, and you're not releasing that gas in the ozone. Anyways, next product. This is the Beauty of Joseon Radiance Cleansing Balm. This has become my new favorite cleansing balm. I don't have much to say about it. It's amazing. I love the consistency of this. It does an amazing job at melting down my makeup, and I will be repurchasing in the future. I'm really liking this brand. I want to try more products from them. Moving on, I have another sunscreen. This is also one of my go-to favorite sunscreens. This is the Cosrx Aloe Soothing Sun Cream. It is a really nice sunscreen. I do recommend it to a lot of people that have sensitive skin, that get easily burned. Like, for example, we recently had family visit for our wedding. The wife of Ali's brother, she's sensitive to sun. She gets easily burned, and she started getting basically red on her face from the sun. And we went to a store and I told her, this is a really great shampoo, sunscreen, you'll really like it. And she used it, and actually her redness went down because this has aloe vera. I never really experienced myself the soothing effects of it, but seeing her redness go away, it proved to me that this actually is a nice soothing sunscreen. I have more reasons to recommend this sunscreen now, but honestly I love it because it has a really nice consistency. It is very creamy and super hydrating. If you have dry skin, use this one. It's super hydrating. It's not oily, but it will make your face look super glowy. Maybe if you have oily skin, this might feel a little bit too much for you, but I personally love this sunscreen. It is one of my go-to. I know I can trust it. I've used it for years. This is probably my third or fourth. I can easily recommend this one to everybody. But if you have oily skin and you have tried this one, let me know what you think about that. Next, my butter is about to die. It's probably time to make dinner now, but let's keep going a little bit longer. So this is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Hydrating Mask with avocado and glacier water. That was difficult to pronounce. I have used 2 or 3 of this before. This used to be one of my go-to overnight super rich and super hydrating mask. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love this anymore as much as I used to, mostly because the scent of it, I don't like it anymore. I just have other overnight creams that I do prefer, although this is super thick and hydrating, so this is a nice one. I just personally don't like it anymore, and I will not buy this anymore. Okay, moving on. This is an wow, this took me forever to finish this. This is a Laneige eye sleeping mask. I actually bought this one because of Kathleen Lights. She said that this is really hydrating, so you basically roll it underneath your eyes. This was a bit pricey, but it does have a lot of product inside. But honestly, I did not like this product very much because, first of all, I did not feel that this was like super hydrating. Like, I would wake up the next day and it would be like, okay, it was fine. It wasn't extremely hydrating. I was like, wow. But also, I did not like that every time I use it, my under eyes would stay sticky. So this was a sticky product. I did not really like going to sleep with this. So that's why it took me forever to finish. Yeah, I will not be buying this one again. So moving on, another product that I really like, although this is pricey. This is the Desi Skin Claro Que Si Vitamin C Glow Serum. And first of all, although this is a mini one, the packaging is so beautiful. I think this is a ceramic bottle, I believe. The aesthetic of it, it's beautiful. I really like the formula. It was a cream. It was almost like a very watery cream, and I really love the consistency of this. I mean, this is a mini one. I didn't use it enough to see a huge difference on my skin, although they do upload on their Instagram all the time before and afters of people that have consistently used it for 2 or 3 months, and it has made a difference. I would love to repurchase this one, but it's just too expensive for me because the products itself, the full size 30 mils, I think it's $60, but also I would have to pay a lot of import fees and taxes, which makes it even more expensive, and honestly I can't do that. It's just too expensive for me. But I would love to buy this one again. Like, for example, if this was in stores and I would get the chance to buy it sometime, I would definitely buy it because I truly love how this vitamin C felt on my skin, and I truly believe that it makes a difference, although I can't say it from personal experience, but from what I have seen from other people sharing their personal experience. But yeah, anyway, I will not be throwing this bottle away because it's pretty and I can use it for something else when I travel. Okay, another serum that I really like is this one by Glow Recipe. This is the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide 2 drops. This is quite popular. It gives you so much glow. I love the consistency of it. Honestly, I love it mostly because the way it feels on my skin when I apply it. It's a nice serum. It has good benefits to your skin and also leaves a really nice glow to your skin. I would purchase it again the next time I'm in a Sephora. I would probably buy it because I truly enjoyed it. I also want to talk about the product that I don't actually have with me because it broke. I'm like, why? I got a set with Glow Recipe products, with mini Glow Recipe products, and one of them was, I will put a picture, an AHA and BHA toner. I love that product. I only had the mini one and it broke and I didn't get to use all of it. Glow Recipe, it's a higher end brand, so the products are a little bit more expensive, but I loved how it felt on my skin. I will definitely buy it next time I'm in Sephora and I see it. I will be buying it. I actually liked it more than this one, although they are different products and they do different things. But yeah, I wanted to mention that one because it was amazing experience. Okay, next, I only have I actually only have one skincare product left, and then we can move on to makeup. This is the Paula's Choice. Every battery is running out. let me just finish this one and then I might go through the rest of it after I charge my battery. Yes, I still don't have a backup battery. Okay, so this is the Paula's Choice Essential Glow Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is basically a moisturizer with SPF on it. I did get 2 samples of Paula's Choice moisturizers with SPF on them, which I really like. I was actually looking for a moisturizer slash sunscreen for the winter time because I honestly don't personally like to use SPF 50 during the winter because I don't feel like I need it. Don't take my word for it. Always use sunscreen sunscreen. Also, depending on where you live, I live in Norway. We have very little sunlight during the winter. We have like 4 hours of sunlight and it's usually cloudy. Not that you're not supposed to wear sunscreen when it's cloudy or when it's winter, but I personally feel like an SPF 30, it's fine for the winter. That's why I wanted something that it's easy to use. This was nice. This was actually gray as far as I remember. Yeah, probably not the, but it has a little bit of gray tint, but it doesn't really translate on the skin once you apply it and spread it. I liked it, but I did try another one that I think I liked even more than this one, but I don't remember exactly which one it was. This is supposed to be for all skin types. I also tried one more that was supposed to be for oily skin, which I wasn't too crazy about, but this one, the red one, it was alright. It wasn't my favorite, but I would buy it again in the future. Anyways, I have a few products left. I'll take a break and charge my batteries and my battery, eat something, and I will be back to finish this. And I might, depending on how, it's 50 minutes? Yeah, I don't know. I might do a very fast Project 10 pan update because I do have updates. Quite a few updates. Okay, be back. Alright, we're back. I recharged, I made tacos, I ate, and I'm ready to continue for probably another hour. Let's finish the remaining products. I have mostly makeup and one perfume. So I finished a 30 ml bottle of Mon Guerlain from Guerlain. This is one of my favorite perfumes. I do believe that it did go bad a little bit towards the end. It didn't exactly smell the way it used to smell, but nevertheless, I used it up. As you can see, it's completely empty. This is one of my favorite perfumes. I discovered it in Amsterdam a few years ago. I got a sample of this and I immediately fell in love with it. The only thing with this is not super long lasting. It's a light perfume. It's not super intense. So that's why I find it doesn't really last long, on me at least. But I still had to buy it anyway, even though I knew that I would have to reapply it multiple times throughout the day because I loved it so much and I still love it. I have bought actually a bigger bottle of this. I got the 50 ml bottle and I love it that much. So this was the perfume that I actually wore on my wedding day. This has lavender in it, which makes it calming and nice. I'm so bad at describing perfume. It's not an intense perfume. It's a light, sweet, nice perfume. If you haven't smelled it, I highly recommend it. Again, I did repurchase a bigger bottle of this, which I don't usually do. I usually go for the smallest bottle. I had to get a new one. I know that I will use it a lot. I do find that our taste in perfumes does change over the years, and I have noticed that with myself. Even though I have perfumes that I used to love, and I have actually purchased a new bottle, like I have gone through a whole bottle and then purchased a new one, I find that by the end of the second bottle, or sometimes maybe before that, I don't love the perfume as much as I used to when I first purchased it. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I will keep loving this perfume forever because it smells so good, and I also used it on my wedding day, so it will be a nice memory to have every time I smell it. Alright, now for the makeup part. I have a lot of makeup. First of all, I have this Fenty Beauty Ease Drops Blurring Skin Tint. I've talked about this many times before. This is one of my favorite skin tints, foundations, whatever you want to call it. Not too glowy, so it has a nice natural finish. It is blurring, it is lightweight. I actually finished this one quite a while ago, and I have recently just repurchased it. I got mine in the shade 5. I also have a lighter one, a shade 2. This is definitely a favorite. I will continue to repurchase, and I highly recommend. I have a concealer. This is the Luminous Complexion Concealer by Briogeo. This is the Kik's own brand. Probably not a lot of people outside Scandinavia are able to purchase it, so I won't talk about this too long. This is a nice light coverage everyday concealer. I actually didn't expect it to like it that much. I will repurchase it. I went through it quite fast actually, so this was my everyday concealer for the longest time. It doesn't have that much coverage, but for me it works for my everyday purposes, you know, from day to day. It's perfect, and it is a very good price. It is an affordable brand. It's like the Sephora collection brand of Sephora, you know. I will definitely repurchase, and I'm thinking actually of buying one right now. It's great for every day. Okay, next, a product I did not like, on the other hand, it's this L'Oreal Glow Paradise sheer lipsticks. Mine is in the shade 193 Rose Mirage. This is how it's looking. So here's the thing, I bought this one because of a TikTok I saw. So these are supposed to be, I just want to show you real quick that I have scraped out every little piece of it. So these are apparently supposed to be similar or a dupe for the Dior sheer lipsticks. I have not tried those. I actually bought one of these lipsticks for my friend as a gift, but I've never tried it myself. But apparently those are supposed to be a dupe for that, and they looked really nice. I also went to the store and swatched them, different colors, to see how they look, and it looked beautiful on the swatch, you know. So I bought this one. I came home and I started using it, expecting that I would love it, and I didn't, unfortunately, for so many reasons. One of the reasons that I did not like is the smell of it, and you know, with lipstick you usually are able to taste the smell sometimes. I did not love the way it smelled, and I could taste it and I did not like it, but that was not the only reason. I also did not like the formula of this. I mean, it looked beautiful on the lips, like the color it will give you. It was sheer but not too sheer, not too strong for a sheer product, but I did not like the way it applied on my lips, the way it sat on my lips. It felt like it wouldn't really absorb and would just sit on top of them. Usually lipsticks, and especially if they are as creamy and glowy as this one was, they usually are super hydrating, but I didn't find the case with this one because it wouldn't sink in my lips, you know. I wouldn't get the hydration. They looked juicy and nice, so I did not like it. I just used up so that I will not have it around anymore. If the formula was better, this was a beautiful product, but for me personally it did not work, and I had high expectations from this one. Speaking of a sheer lipstick, I truly love this formula. I have been talking about these lipsticks for years now. I feel like this is similar to this but much better. So these are the Linda Hallberg LH Cosmetics Fantastic lipsticks. This particular one that I finished was a colorless with some glitter in it, so I guess it's not a very accurate comparison to this one, but they do have other ones that have color and no glitter on them, so they would be very similar to this. I also finished this one. These are some of my favorite lipsticks out there. First of all, they have SPF 15, which is really nice for that sun protection. It's something extra. They smell really nice, and again, you can kind of taste that smell, and it tastes really nice too, although it sounds weird, but it does. The colors, they do have a wide variety of colors. They are on the cooler tone side, which I find that it's usually the case with all Linda Hallberg products, something that I have noticed because I have quite a few of her products. I used to work for them. They have quite a nice range of colors. They are sheer, but you can build them up. They have a beautiful formula. They sit so nice on the lips. They are hydrating. They don't just sit on top of the lip. You can use them as glowy blushes. They are beautiful. I haven't tried that many lipsticks that have this kind of formula, the sheer glowy hydrating formula, but this one is one of my favorite ones. I know they are a little bit pricier, definitely pricier than this one, but in my opinion I would rather buy one of this instead of this. So this was the shade Extra, by the way. I have most of the shades, and I truly love them. It wasn't too hard to go through this. Okay, next. First of all, I have a lash glue. This is the Duo lash glue, you know, the typical white lash glue. I don't use this that much lately because I have found a new favorite from Duo, which is in the, you know, iridescent type of color with the brush, but I will still repurchase this one because I have like different uses. The other one that I'm talking about is really nice for everyday use lashes. It does stay a little bit tacky, but it's really nice. You get a really easy and nicer, more like elegant application. This gets a little bit messier, but I also find that this has its uses. It's really nice because it dries completely. Even when it's dry, it stops being sticky. So sometimes, especially if I'm like sticking stuff to my face like pearls and whatever, this is really nice because it is much easier to remove instead of the other one. So I'll definitely repurchase this in the future. I don't use it as much for lash application anymore, but it's still a useful thing to have in my collection. Okay, next I have two mascaras. One of them is quite dirty. This is a Kiko Milano Standout Volume Mascara. Looks like this. I like the packaging. I will show you the wand. This is a nice mascara. I do like quite a few Kiko Milano mascaras. They have a nice price. My only issue, Kiko Milano mascaras, they tend to have very big wands, so it's easier to get mascara all over your eyelid. This is the case with most of the mascaras and a little bit with this one too. It was was a nice everyday mascara. It gave me really nice application. It wasn't like mind-blowing amazing. It was fine. The only thing is that this was the opposite of waterproof. With a tiny bit of water, this would run everywhere, which is not one of the best things for mascara to have. I mean, obviously it's not claiming to be waterproof, but something to keep in mind. It didn't really transfer, although sometimes it did that, but overall it was a nice everyday mascara. If I got the chance, I would probably repurchase it because I did like it, but it's definitely not my top favorite mascara, you know. And then we have the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. Even though this is a mascara that I truly like, it's nice and voluminous and a lot of people love this mascara, I will not be repurchasing this mascara anymore. Well, I do have one more because I bought this one in a travel set of 2 a while ago after not having repurchased it in a long time. But I will not be buying it again because this dries so fast. It's not worth it. I mean, it is affordable, it is drugstore, but still, for the time that it takes this one to dry, it's not worth it. You only get like, I don't know, maybe 15 good uses, and then afterwards it's like, it's already starting to dry out. And yeah, I will not be putting up with that anymore because it's annoying. I don't want to run and buy a new mascara every month, you know. I want them to last a little bit longer, at least 2 or 3 months. So that's why I will not be buying it again, even though I knew it when I repurchased it. I was like, yeah, it's been such a long time. It could have been that bad, but yes, it was. It dries too fast. And the last, oh my god, I'm out of breath. The last product I have to talk about, this is a roller gloss from Colourpop. I got this quite a long time ago. I don't know if they still have it. This is in the shade Tangerine Dream. It was orange. Can't really tell it because it's completely empty. So here's the thing. This is supposed to be a gloss, right? But this felt more like a lip oil, in my opinion. I mean, yes, lip oils will give you that shine and that glossiness, but this really didn't feel like a gloss. It wouldn't last as long as glosses usually last because they have a little bit of stickiness to them. They're not as thin as lip oils, so I wouldn't really describe this as a lip gloss. I was a little bit disappointed because of that. It was orange, but the color didn't really translate on the lips. It would just give you basically shine. It wasn't what I expected, and the packaging started leaking after some points. Would be even more difficult for me to take with me to places and use it. So yeah, I will not be buying this again. It was fun using it while I used it. It was nice. I didn't hate it or anything, but it's not what it says it is, and it's not what you would expect from something that claims to be a gloss. So that's all I have to say. And with that comes the end of the Empties. Finally. Okay, this video is gonna be long. Yeah, I mean, okay, I will do a project and ban update, but I will have to go very fast because I know this is gonna be a long video. Still, again, every time it gets so long. Okay, let me go grab the products and I'll be back. Why didn't you tell me I have lipstick on my teeth? Not a good friend. Okay, let's very quickly do the project and pan updates. I have quite some updates for you guys. I have quite a few products finished. This is the box that I usually keep my finished product. I'm gonna start with this one, which I haven't actually talked about before. I have talked about this before, but not in the project and pan terms. So this is the Makeup Revolution Haircare Brow Pen in the shade dark brown. So if you remember, I did a full video testing new brow pens, and I talked about this one, how much I hated it because the color is way too pigmented. You will definitely see the lines where you draw this product, and especially for somebody like me that do not have very thick brow hair, you can definitely tell the difference. You can definitely tell that those are not my natural brow hairs. And also this was very difficult to blend out with a spoolie so that it looks a little bit more natural. So overall, I really hated this product. It has a very thick felt tip. It now looks like it has more product, but I swear it was dry. So this product was basically problematic for me. I did not like it for many reasons. Like, look how freaking intense this was. So I decided to put this one in the project and pan. I did put it in the beginning of April-ish. I don't remember exactly when it was. So I was like, okay, since I have so many brow pens that I tested out and some of them I don't like, let me just try to use them up, even though I will not like them for like every day in the house and stuff like that until I finish them and get rid of them. I didn't want to throw it out, although I should have. So I decided to put it in the project and pan. I used it and it was like, I don't know, a month or two of use and it completely dried out. And I did keep it like this upside down so that the ink would travel down the tip and I would actually be able to use it, but it was completely dried out at some point. It was completely useless and I was like, this did not last that long. I barely barely use it, but apparently still had some ink left. You have to press it really hard so that the ink comes out, and I don't want thick strokes like this one. I want them to be very thin. I think I'm just gonna throw it away, even though it might still have product left, but I swear it was completely dried out, and I left it like this for a very long time, and still I don't know what happened to it. The product wouldn't come out. But anyways, this was a product that I hated, and I used it up, question mark. Anyways, I put it in the project after the last update, and I did finish it after a month or two. That was product number 1. And then we have a product that took me quite a while, but I finally finished it. This is the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. I do have my notes here. I have a full Notion database that I created with all the Project 10 Pan products to keep track of them. I have become so much better at keeping track of everything, and when did I put it and how long, and with pictures and everything. So yeah, I have a lot of time in my hands. Anyways, so I did put this one towards the end of December of last year, and I finished it in the middle of June of this June. So basically it took me 5.5, almost 6 months to finish it. And this is how the lines that I would record throughout the months. To be honest, I did expect to finish it much faster because it's setting spray, and I do use setting spray a lot. This was a nice spray. I didn't really like it in the beginning when I first started using it, but after not using it for a long time, I put it in Project 10 Pan and I started liking it again. So it was a pleasant use. It wasn't something that I didn't like, but nevertheless it did take longer than I actually expected. But I finally finished it, and I'll show you what I replaced it with. So this is a new product in the project. This is another setting spray. It has been setting spray after setting spray for the longest time. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. It is much smaller than the Morphe one. This is where I started. I had heard things about this one. I was like, oh, let me try it. I mean, Catrice, it's affordable and everything. I actually bought it in Spain a while ago. I didn't really need it, but I was like, let me try it. It's affordable, and I heard a few good things about it. So I do believe that there are different types of this spray. This is basically, you can use it different ways, but it's more like a primer, I guess. It says prepares the skin, improves makeup wear, and refreshes complexion. So I decided to put it in the Project 10 Pan because it's not a product that really excites me. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna use a setting spray. The nozzle of it is a little bit aggressive. Like, I mean, it's fine, but it's a little bit aggressive. It does deposit a lot of product. The mist of this was a lot finer than this one. So that's why I have to be a little bit careful when I apply. I can't just go crazy with it. Only a couple of spritz of this and you will drench your whole face in setting spray. This is an okay product for me. It's not bad. I don't hate it. It kind of smells nice, but I'm not crazy about it. I'm like, whatever, just use it up. I don't think I will miss it after I finish it. Kind of the same goes with this, by the way. I will not be repurchasing because even though I enjoyed it and the mist is fine and everything, I wasn't crazy about this. I need to use things up. There was the newest addition to the project. So I have a few new products. Let's just start with these two palettes that you have seen in the project before. I have decided, which I didn't expect to do that, but I have decided to put these two products out of the project temporarily. Well, actually with this palette right here, I don't remember exactly where I left you last, but I do believe that I still had a little bit left on this shade right here, and I have used it up completely not too long after I filmed that last update. So this one has been empty for quite a bit, and to be honest, after I finished this shade, which was a nice peachy shade, I basically didn't really use this palette anymore because those are not really your everyday colors. I've had this in the project for like 2 years or something, and I expected it to go faster just because the products are very lightly pressed together and you would get a lot of product each time you would use it. But anyways, I thought I would remove it from the project because it was just sitting there. It was taking space in general, but also in the project, instead of having something else that I would use more often and finish it faster, you know, and especially because I had two palettes in the project. So this is currently out of the project. It will be back. I am determined to finish it as much as I can in the future. I needed something new. So this is out for now. That's an update. Also, I decided to remove this one out of the project, and I know it might sound a little bit weird because this is a very usable everyday neutral palette. I just wanted something new. I thought take both of the palettes out of the project and let's do something else. I do have quite a bit of use since last time. I have also finished this shade right here, which was this basically yellowy light shade that I would use to set my eyes with it. I have to completely finish this one, so I have to finish completely 2 shades in 2 palettes. And after I finished the peachy shade from this one, I started using these 2 shades right here a lot, both of them actually, so I have quite a good dance on both of them. Maybe you're able to tell. I still have good dance on other shades too, but this is a big palette, it will take me forever, and again I just wanted something new. So instead of these 2 palettes, I decided to add a new palette, which I was thinking about putting in the project for a while now. I decided to put the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. This is one of my oldest palettes that I have in my collection. This is also a very nice neutral, very usable palette. It looks like this. As you can see, none of the shades are finished, but I did have a good dent on these 2 shades right here because I used to use them quite a bit in combination, and I would put this all over my lid and these 2 on my crease, and it was a good time. So I decided to add this in the project because first of all it has less shades than the other 2 palettes, and it's a very usable palette, and I thought it's better to have one at the time and finish it faster and then move on to the next one. And this is again a very wearable palette, so I do believe that it won't be like too difficult to go through it, not like this one that doesn't have really wearable shades. But again, these are eyeshadows and I know that they will take me a long time to finish. It was late May, I believe, that I put this in the product, but I definitely think that this shade will be probably the first one to have a pan, and I do believe I will finish this shade too at some point. For the rest of them will probably take me longer, but those 2 will probably be the first ones to go. So yeah, I'm excited about this. Finally something new, a new palette to the project. It's nice and slim, has 10 shades and very wearable. I do believe that this will not take forever to finish. Hopefully you live to see the end of this palette. Okay, so this is the next newest addition to the project. Let's add some products that I can actually finish a little bit faster. So I decided to put these 2. So first of all, we have the NYX Glitter Primer. Now this is very old and I probably shouldn't be using it, especially since it's supposed to be used for 6 months after opening. I used to love this. I used to use it all the time whenever I put like glitters and shimmery shades, because they would really stick on them and they would last much longer, and they will also become more intense and more, you know, glittery and beautiful. I didn't really use it that much lately because I use the Milani eyeshadow primer all the time, so this kind of stayed on the side a little bit and not got used. So I was like, I need to get it off my collection. It's too old, it needs to go. As you can see, it doesn't really have that much left. Like, it's pretty used up, but it still has quite a bit. Now the thing that kind of worried me with this one is that this is quite sticky, and my Milani one has a little bit of tackiness to it, but it's not too sticky. I don't really apply this all over my eyelid because I don't want the matte shades that I put to stick into it, because they become more difficult to blend and they become patchy and stuff. So I only apply this on my lid where I would put a shimmery shade, and it will just look nicer and more long lasting and all that good stuff. But it has gone okay. I haven't really had that much problem with matte shadows being patchy on top of this. It does dry down too, so you kind of have to be fast to use it, but like not too fast. So yeah, so far it has been going fine. I have used it, it hasn't been really a problem, and I don't think it will take too long. It's a product that I will go through it within a year, you know, and I do need more of those products because I have products that will take me forever, so it's nice to have to see some reward, you know. Okay, and the next new addition that I have is this crayon by Linda Albert. This is the Light Core crayon, also quite old, and probably shouldn't be using it. This is how it looks. It's a nice yellowy light shade. I use it most of the time just to put in my waterline, just make my eyes look a little bit bigger. I have it on obviously, and I do have this palette on my eyelids. I actually had it in my everyday makeup kit for a very long time now because I've been trying to use it, but I recently put it actively in the Project 10 pan, and honestly it's a little bit easier to see it and hence use it more often, and hopefully this will also not take too long to finish because I had it for a very long time. It's time to go. I really need to get rid of a lot of old products. So let's hope I finish it while I can still use it. And that was it, I believe, for the new products. Oh no, we have one more thing. So since I removed the 2 palettes, I thought I should put one particular shade in the project and pan. This is a single shadow. I have reasons why I put this one in the project. Are you ready? This is the Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie. If you know, you know. If you have been an OG YouTube watcher, you know this shade. So I took this one out of my Z palette, which took me so long to finish, to fill it with eyeshadows. And now here I am, slowly dismembering it. So the reasons why I put this one is because this had a pan on it, and this is also a nice usable shade. It's very easy to use it all the time in my crease, and I think that this will be a shade that it won't take too long to finish. And since this palette doesn't really have like that many transition shades, it has this white right here, but this is too light for me. I wanted something a little bit, tiny bit darker and a little bit peachier. So Peach Smoothie was perfect for that. It's a nice complementary shade to this palette, and also since it already had pan, it will be easier to use. Those were all of the newest additions. Now let's update you on the rest of the project and pan products. I do believe that last time I did not hit pan on this product, but I have a pan on Hola. This took forever to happen. Like, look at this. I finally have a pan, and this is a mini Hola, right? It smells so good. I love it. I've been using it and using it and using it, honestly, mostly for my nose contour, and I know it doesn't take a lot of products, so that's why it has been such a slow progress. But I finally hit pan on it, and it's been going good. I can finally see the difference I'm making, you know? It still has a lot of product left, especially if I'm only using it as a nose contour, but nevertheless, progress is progress. And I also found a new product to put in this little Z palette, so I can justify the space it takes. Okay, next, I do have some progress on this powder. I have been using it here and there, but it's honestly so difficult to see the progress because it's so difficult to level the product. Still, I have used it, so the progress is being made, but slow. Okay, and do I even need to say anything about this? Honestly, no. This will be in many future project and pan updates. I have a little progress on this one. This Colourpop Super Shock highlighter. It's going. I do use it from time to time. Progress is slow, but it is still happening. We have a big pan, but still quite a bit of product. It has started to dry out a little bit, but I can still use it. Hopefully, I will use it up before it completely dries out. I have this NYX liquid lipstick, which it will also never finish. Also one of my oldest Project and Pan remaining products. This is the Never Ending product. I used it today. And I will just go pick up my lip liner. Give me a second. This is the Primark lip liner. Honestly, I thought it would be gone by now. Look how little I have left. Can you see how little is left? I thought it would be gone, but I had 4 cold sores, one after another, like a month, not even a month, like a couple of weeks before my wedding. For a whole month and a half, I had cold sores. I do believe it was from the stress of the wedding planning. It will come one after another, after another. I'm like, when will it end? Please, I can't take it anymore. So yeah, I didn't really get to use, I thought I would use it up by now, but I didn't really get to use my regular lip products because I didn't want, obviously, my cold sore to come back when I use the product. It doesn't have much left, as you can see. I don't think I will be able to scrape this that much anymore. I give it, if I actively use it, 1 more month and it will be gone, but you never know. That was the last product. Very quickly into the project bottom, and I swear we're almost done. I finished 2 polishes. Like, can you believe that? First of all, I finished the H&M nail polish, which, by the way, every time I say that I will write the name of the shade down below, but it's rubbed off or it was never written there. I cannot find it. But I do believe the name of this shade is called Hearts and Flowers, but I might be wrong. I went into the H&M website, I saw the shades that I had and it looked like this, but I might be wrong. But anyways, this took me a long time to finish, probably close to a year. These are all of the markings that I had. It's completely empty. I am glad that it's finished. I mean, it was an okay shade, but I don't love the formula. It's fine, but it's whatever. Yeah, I finally finished it. It took me a long time and I'm happy it's gone. And I also finished this guy right here. Also a polish that I don't really know the shade of it. This is by 16 Cosmetics. This actually went fairly fast. It was a nice shade, kind of a jelly finish. Again, the formula not the best, but it was a nice fun color for the summer. It's very old and the formula wasn't amazing, so I'm also happy that it's finished. There is that. And these are the two shades that I'm working with right now. We have the Kale Polish Capricorn. I am getting there. I don't know if you can see. This is where I'm at right now. It has about, I don't know, this much left. I would estimate 3 or 4 more uses, because every time I use it, actually a lot of product gets used, which was not the case with this. Like, you can definitely tell the difference after every use. With this one you couldn't. I'm very ready for this polish to finish. I think I used it once or twice before I put this one in the project, so it was almost completely new. I've almost completely finished the whole bottle and I cannot wait for this to finish because I hate it. Just want to finish and move on with my life. So the next product that I added in the project is this one by OPI. This is in the shade No Tan Lines. Did I talk about this in the last update? I don't remember. Probably not, because I do have 2 empty, so I don't think so. This is where we at right now. Also almost completely full, which I try not to do when it comes to project bottom nail polish. I try to use up products that are almost completely finished, but this is a formula that I don't really like. I have realized that I'm not really crazy about OPI formulas. They are, in my opinion, streaky. The brush is not my favorite. It's kind of difficult to apply a nice even layer. Not my favorite formula. It goes for all of the OPI polishes that I have tried. There are not that many, but the ones that I've tried didn't really like. That was everything. I am so tired of speaking. I have to leave. I'm done with it. I have to edit a 2-hour long video. It will never be short. Thank God for shorts, because I would never make short videos. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you stuck till the end, wow. I mean, does anybody really watch my videos until the end except for me when I edit them? I don't know. But if you did, you are... I don't know what to say. You are amazing, and I love you. I really appreciate you, and thank you so much for doing that. I know that my videos are very long, so I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I hope you still enjoy this kind of videos, because if you don't, then let me know, so I don't have to keep trash for months and months in my closet. But yeah, anyways, that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, that's it. Bye.